Right. We go for third question. Third question calculation. So saya bagi 2 minit, 2 minutes to answer this question. Okay, I add 1 more minute there. Oh, the answer is B. Okay, check ya. Okay, we discussed together. Okay, these 3 questions. Okay, so far this question tak pernah keluar exam. This is last year trial paper. Alright, so when they give you the melting point and boiling point, melting means sebelum melting, please remember the particle in solid. Okay, after melting, boiling the particle in gas. Between melting and boiling the particle in liquid. You all do like this. Okay, now they want you to get the physical state, solid, liquid, gas at 30 degrees Celsius. Mana 30 degrees Celsius? Ambil pen merah. Okay, mathematic 30 somewhere here. So the particle, okay, P is gas. So gas. Alright, so next one we do Q. Q 30 dekat mana? Negative somewhere here lah 30. So this Q will be liquid. So Q will be liquid. You already got the answer. Alright, so R 30 degrees Celsius. Where is the 30 degrees Celsius? 30 somewhere here. So also still in liquid. Okay, then we go for solid. Solid 30 somewhere here. 30, so that will be solid. So this is the answer. Answer D. Siapa dapat tanya? Alright. Okay, now we go for second question. Okay, second question, glass. Okay, glass. Okay, pernah keluar dalam paper 2. Alright, so objective question pernah keluar sekali je. They ask about lead glass. Okay, so if in the exam they ask what is the main composition of glass? Apakah komponen utama glass? You just put silica. Please remember this one. Glass is made up of silica, SiO2. Ini kena hafal. Okay, glass transparent. You kena learn that. What is the properties of glass? Ini selalu keluar dalam SPM. You put art wrong. Art but brittle. You kena tambah benda ni. Keras tetapi mudah rapuh. Must put this. If you put art, wrong. Okay, understand? So what is the properties of glass? Art but brittle, transparent, easy to clean. Okay, it an electrical insulator. Sangat senang, jangan salah. Alright, so now we go for bila dia kata we have 4 type of glass. Number 1, fused glass. Fused glass, telescope lens lah, all that we already learned. Okay, number 2 is known as soda lime. Soda lime glass. Soda lime glass, ingat botol lah. Okay, glass container yang untuk makan kan, makan nasi semua, all that. Or mirror also can. And this one, so this gas, one more, this is called what? Borosilicate. Borosilicate glass. This borosilicate glass is digunakan untuk masak. It can withstand high temperature. Okay, bila dia bagi tahu ni, heat resistant, okay, cooking tan steel, okay, dia ada thermal expansion coefficient rendah. Maksudnya under sudden change in temperature. What is sudden change in temperature? You panaskan, tiba-tiba you letak dalam freezer. So there is a change in temperature, it do not crack. Okay, that is called what glass? Borosilicate glass. Please remember, borosilicate glass. So, ni X borosilicate. Okay, the one made up of glass container, bottle, jug, mirror, all this is called soda lime glass. Okay, can I? Kalau dia tunjuk telescope lens, microscope lens, this is made up of fused glass. Okay, so answer B. Any question so far? No question, eh? Okay, all of you understand, eh? Okay, now we go for next question. This question very easy, but a lot of students tak boleh buat, tak tahu. But you all can do lah, you all smart, right? Okay, this is under acid and base. Okay, what is the mass? They ask the mass, right? What then you do what? What is the formula to calculate mass? Mass of Zn bracket NO32. Apa formula untuk kira mass? N times with molar mass, n times of molar mass. Ini kamu kena guna last kali. Okay, then after you already put this, apa you buat? Angka yang diberi dalam soalan. Okay, the angka yang diberi dalam soalan, you do what? You convert into number of mole. Okay, apa angka diberi, sir? I don't know what angka diberi. This is cm power 3 volume. Okay, this is mole dm negative 3 is concentration, or we call molarity. So molarity means what? Concentration. You are given M and V. So what you all do, ini kamu guna last kali tahu. So first step, what you all do, you find the NMV over 1000. Cari number of mole. Okay, how to find the molarity is given 0.5 and the volume given is 250, divide with 1000. Calculator answer. Abhishek, give me the answer. I forgot to bring my calculator lah at school lah. Anyone can give me the answer? 0.5 times 25.
So 0.125.
Okay, 0.125. You already find the mole, right? Okay, now you do what? Your second step, you find this lah. Okay, how to find molar mass? Sir, I don't know how to find the molar mass. Try to do revision. It's very easy, no? Okay, molar mass, you cari RMM saja. Ini sudah diberi, betul? Use the RAM. Zinc is 65. Plus, you letak 2, open bracket, nitrogen 14. Plus 3 times 16. Okay, so you will get 189. Ni, cuba kira. Anyone?
189.
Okay, so you will get 189 gram per mole, per molar mass. Molar mass punya formula lah. Okay, you tak letak unit pun. Ini tak letak unit pun tak apa, tak letak unit pun tak apa. Okay, for subjective question. The first solution, second solution, no need to put unit. Okay, your third step, apa dia minta? What they ask you to find? They ask you to find the mass, right? Use this one lah. Okay, so how to find the mass? So I put here mass of zinc nitrate. Mass of zinc nitrate, you take the number of mole times with the molar mass. The number of mole 0.125. The molar mass you dapat berapa? 189. Calculator, find the answer. So answer? Fine. Anna, understand Anna? Jangan malu jawab, eh? Alright, cool. Okay, anyone can give me the answer. Tadi ada pelajar letak B kan? Tak tahu lah. Amirul, what is the answer?
11.125. Sekejap salah tekan.
Mhm. Okay, answer C. Ada yang letak dah answer C. I don't know, 23.625. Okay. So tadi ada pelajar letak B. Okay. So make sure your answer correct. Okay. This is 3 question. Okay guys, every day at least 5 or 15 objective question you must do. Last year in our school, there's one girl, Janani. Okay. Midterm fail, trial fail, all fail. Okay, even midterm also fail. So what I do every day as I give 10 question objective, 10 objective, 10 objective, 15 objective, 20 objective like that. Okay, and I try to ramal the Amali paper. Amali paper last year ramalan 100% kena lah. Amali 100% kena. Okay, 100% kena. So she score very good in Amali and she score paper 1. Paper 1 she score. Paper 2 what happened, Paper 2 what happened? So dia masuk paper 2 masuk 15 minit. 15 minutes she had a period discharge. So period discharge what happened? She terpaksa keluar daripada bilik peperiksaan. Terpaksa keluar, then she went to the counselor room to Oni, so she cannot do. So paper 2 she failed. But paper 1 and Amali make her what? Make her dapat C, I think, for SPM. Even Adib also same. That's why last year 5 neuron all pass. So your Amali and paper 2, paper 1 boleh menyebabkan kamu pass. Paper 2 is the one will determine whether you get A or A+. Alright? So make sure paper 1 and paper 2 Amali. Apa ni? Okay. Saya Abidin ni ada masalah kot. Kejap, I meet Abidin this one. Okay. Okay, so I go for this one. Okay, now we go for another question. Ini lama tak keluar dalam exam. This is under chapter, what chapter this lah? Chapter 3. Alright, chapter 3, your calculations. Okay, so once you see this question, tengok diagram. Okay, the boy is holding 2 type of balloon. One is what is fill up with carbon dioxide, another one fill up with helium gas. Alright, helium gas satu terbang jauh, dia terapung jauh, satu atas paling atas, satu di bawah. Okay, so they ask what explain why the balloon fill up with helium gas float higher. Okay, and balloon that fill up with carbon dioxide float lower and when the volume is same. So apa you kena buat di sini? Here they give you what, see the volume. Ini kan volume. Okay, kenapa saya kata volume? When they put Cm power 3 or Dm power 3, this is stand for volume of gas. Okay, kalau Cm power 2 is called area. Okay, understand So volume. So kalau volume diberi, so how to find the number of mole? You take the volume of gas, divide with molar volume. You do the first step. Okay, that means for ini you kena buat. Okay, then you think of the molar volume given to you in the exam is 24 dm power 3. So here they give you cm power 3. That means you must take 120 divide with 24 times with 1000. Kena make sure the unit are same. Cubic decimeter, cubic decimeter. So ini kamu kena buat. So ambil key point dia. Okay, then kamu tanya kenapa dia ni atas? Satu dua ni it can float higher, another one float lower. Why? Because this one is what? The mass. The mass jisim dia lower. When the mass is lower, it become what? Less denser. Dia adalah kurang tumpat. Ini dia punya mass adalah apa? Mass is higher. Jisim dia tinggi. Bila jisim dia tinggi, it is known as more denser, lebih tumpat. That's why dia float lower than helium. That means second step, you have to find the mass to compare. How to find the mass? Sorry, sir, I cannot join because it's a seminar at school. Okay. Okay, so you have to find the mass. So sekarang kamu cuba letak dua-dua formula. First step, saya kena cari number of mole. Formula dia volume divide with molar volume. So you cuba cakap dengan diri kamu. Volume divide with molar volume. And I must make sure the unit are same. Okay, here cm power 3, this one also should be cm power 3, or you can change in another way. Second step, I need to find the mass. okay, to compare the mass. So saya kena cari mass of helium, mass of carbon dioxide. Okay, what is the formula to calculate mass? Kena hafal. Nak ni N times with molar mass. So this is the two formula you have to use in this question. How many marks is given? 6 marks. Ini pernah keluar masa 2021 paper. Lepas tu dah 5 tahun tak ada keluar. So make sure remember. Okay, so I do the first one. Okay, so saya letak macam ni. So I put here helium balloon. Okay, I put helium balloon. Okay, helium balloon. So first step, I find the number of moles. So I take volume, divide with molar volume. The volume, you no need to write the formula. Saya tuliskan supaya saya nak kamu faham. Okay, 120 cm power 3. The molar volume will be given to you in the question. Okay, which is 24 dm power 3. Ingat 24 dm power 3. Cuba tanya pada diri kamu, the unit are same or not? The unit are not same. So 1 dm power 3 equivalent to 1000 cm power 3. Okay, 24 dm power 3 equivalent to berapa? 24,000 cm power 3. So tukar bawah ni je lah. Okay, 24,000 cm power 3. Sekarang unit dia sama tak? Unit dia sama. So you take the calculator and do the answer. Anyone can give me the answer?
The answer is 0.005.
Okay, the answer is 0.005. Okay, so you got 0.005. No need to put unit. Okay, then what I do here, I buat step macam ni. Here, I put CO2 balloon. Okay, CO2 balloon. I do the same thing, you know. Okay, volume. Okay, divide with molar volume. Okay, I do the same thing. So here 120 divide with 24,000, I get the same mole. Okay, kalau saya letak semua unit lah. Saya tak suka buat sini macam ni. Okay, after that, what I do here, second step, I find the mass. Mass of helium. What is the formula to calculate the mass of helium? You take the number of mole times with molar mass. The number of mole is 0.005 times with what is the molar mass of helium. Molar mass of helium akan diberi di sini. This is the molar mass times with 4. Okay, so what I do here times 4. So what I get here 0.02 ini kena letak unit. So the helium punya mass ni, sini dia punya mass ini adalah 0.02 gram. Okay, now I do the same thing for carbon dioxide, mass of CO2. How to find the mass of CO2? Number of mole times with molar mass of carbon dioxide. Number of mole 0.005 times with molar mass of carbon dioxide. Carbon RAM diberi 12. Carbon 12. Oksigen 16. So carbon 1 kan. So 12 times 2 times 16 which is 44. Okay, so find the answer. Okay, you guys will get 0.22 gram. So kamu dah score 4 markah di sini. Any question? So sekarang kamu bandingkan di same. So this one the mass of helium. Yang mana kenapa helium terbang lebih jauh, terapung lebih jauh. So you kena letak. Okay, so here you put here. Okay, mesti tulis macam ni. Okay, at same volume. Kalau ini tak ada markah. 1 mark gone. Okay, at the same volume. At the same volume, okay, the mass of balloon fill with helium. Okay, helium is lower than carbon dioxide. Kamu boleh letak ni. Okay, or than the carbon dioxide. The balloon filled with carbon dioxide. Kalau you tak suka ni, you boleh letak the balloon fill with CO2. You guys already score point number 5. Last point, you do what? Thus, okay, the helium. Okay, helium balloon. Balloon, okay, helium balloon is less denser, kurang tumpat than carbon dioxide balloon. Therefore, it float higher. So you already score your 6 marks. Any question? Any question? No question, eh? Okay, so all of you understand this type of question must make sure full mark, jangan salah. Okay, key point here, you must write this. Kalau ini tak ada, satu markah gone. So here point 1, you get point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5, and the last one, point 6. All right? Okay, all of you understand, Can Okay, so now we go for acid and base. So today's session, we will do what? We will do until definition, calculation, all that. And I will try to do the structure and confirmatory test all. Minggu depan kita akan buat titration, okay, dilution, okay, and all that lah. Okay, now we go for acid and base. Okay, yang tu nanti tengok recording dan baca balik dan buat balik. Okay, so the definition, what is mean by acid? Please remember when they ask acid, the ion that responsible in showing acidic properties is hydrogen ion. When they ask alkali, the ion that shows alkaline properties is hydroxide ion. Ini kena hafal. Alright, Ken? If they ask what is the meaning of acid, chemical substance that mesti ada perkataan ni. Ionizers. Ionizers to produce what ion? Hydrogen ion. Okay, you got already score 1 mark. Any question? No, okay, copy down. Okay, next one, the basicity of acid. Basicity means, ingat basicity of acid means, okay, dia ada satu hydrogen ion, 2 hydrogen ion, 3 hydrogen ion. It can be strong acid or it can be weak acid. That is basicity. Acid ada dua jenis. One is strong acid, weak acid. Itu nanti. Okay, kan? Now I go for basicity of, okay, acid. The number of ionizable hydrogen ion that present in the acid. Okay, when the acid ionize and produce 1 mole of hydrogen ion per molecule, that is called monoprotic. Kita ada berapa example? Hydrochloric acid. Okay, number 2, nitric acid. And next one, CH3COOH, ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid ada banyak hydrogen ion. Depan ada, belakang ada. Please remember yang pecah belakang. Okay, how many hydrogen ion pecah? Only this pecah. How many? 1 hydrogen ion. So ethanoic acid, methanoic acid, propanoic acid, all pecah belakang. Depan tak pecah. Okay, can I? Any question? No, Okay, diprotic acid, we have 2. One strong, one is weak. Okay, the strong acid is sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Ini strong. Okay, kamu boleh letak strong acid lah, kan? And the weak acid is carbonic acid, present in the cool drinks lah, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, all. Okay, can I? C2, H2CO, okay, 3, carbonic acid. This is called what acid? Weak acid, right? Okay, triprotic acid only one. We call what acid? Phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid weak or strong? Jawapan kamu weak acid. Okay, formula H3PO4. Okay? Okay, and please remember strong acid. 3 sahaja. Please put in your mind, 3 only. Number 1, hydrochloric acid. Number 2, nitric acid. Number 3, sulfuric acid. 3 saja. Yang lain semua masuk weak acid. Any question? No, Okay, you must know the differences between base and alkali. No. Okay, base bukan alkali. Okay, faham Okay, base bukan alkali. Base exists in the form of what? Solid. Dalam bentuk solid. Base is known as metal oxide. It's not metal hydroxide. Okay, base is the substance that react with ionic acid to produce salt. Okay, to produce salt and water only. That is called base. Okay, Example of base, kamu tengok metal oxide, metal hydroxide, all that. Okay, nah? Okay, alkali. Apa itu alkali? Alkali adalah is known as the base that dissolve in the water. Soluble base. Okay, soluble base. Soluble base that ionizes to produce what ion? Hydroxide ion. So please remember, can. Okay, kena. Okay, ini soluble. Okay, we have one more lithium hydroxide. All this is soluble base and we call alkali. Okay, setakat ni faham? Okay, I give you 1 minute to copy down all this. Okay, so now we go for this one. Objective question. Last year ada keluar soalan. Siapa yang buat salah? I masih ingat Yusof pergi buat salah. Then after finish the objective question, dia tanya. So what is the ion responsible in showing what acidic properties in hydrochloric acid? You go and put hydrogen ion and chloride ion. Wrong. Okay, cannot. The ion that responsible in showing acidic properties is only hydrogen ion. Hydrogen ion or hydroxonium ion. The chloride ion semua bukan. Okay, must memorize. The ion that responsible in showing alkaline properties is hydroxide ion. Please remember. Acidic properties means what lah, sir? Sir, saya tak tahu apa properties acid. Blue litmus paper turns to red. pH value less than 7. It has what taste? Sour taste. Okay, all this is acidic properties. Standard 5 science learn already. Alkaline properties is what lah, sir? Red litmus paper to blue. Okay, pH value more than 7. It has bitter taste. That is alkaline. Okay, can I? Okay, now we go for reaction. Okay, ini kita dah practice banyak. I will do one only. Okay, nah? Okay, acid got 4 reaction, you know. Number 1, all this reaction is neutralization. Bila ada satu acid, ini tak payah tengok, ini tak payah tengok, ini tak payah tengok, ini tak payah tengok. Bila dalam reactant, this is reactant, right? When you see the acid, one acid present, what is the name of the reaction? Terus letak ni, you take your 1 mark. Neutralization reaction, that's all. Okay, we take one example. Okay, can I? You see, okay. This one I do too, hydrochloric acid react with sodium hydro. I take the susah sikit one lah. Okay, can I? Okay, I take sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid react with sodium hydroxide. What product you will get? Okay, write down the equation 1 minute from now. Siapa dah siap angkat tangan? Madhuri can do,
Can, sir.
Okay, so we do this one, hydrogen ion. Remember sulfate ion SO4 2 negative, sodium ion Na positive, OH negative. Ini join dengan ni kan, kamu tengok the magnitude of charge is 2, you know. So make sure Na2SO4. We already practice a lot. So letak macam ni. Okay, kan? Okay, dah. Okay, after that you balance the equation, balance the sodium. Okay, sodium 2 right, sodium 2 right. Jangan pergi next question. Okay, careful with this one for titration. So you must balance hydrogen. Here got 2, here got 2. Total 4. Ataupun letak sini hydrogen, sini ada 2 kan? 2 tambah sini ada 2 right? 4 right? So here hydrogen should be 4. 2 times 2, 4. Any question? Make sure remember this. Okay, one more. Ini. Tengok siapa boleh buat. Here there is a formation of dative bonding. Hydrochloric acid react with ammonia. Ammonia is weak alkali. Cuba buat. Siapa dah siap angkat tangan? Okay, this is acid. This is weak alkali. So what is the name of the reaction? Saya tak tengok ni tahu. Sini ada acid je, I put neutralization. Okay, siapa dah dapat? Okay, so please remember this one, hydrogen ion. What do you know about hydrogen ion? In the shell, hydrogen ion in the shell, no electron. And it need how many electron? Need 2 electron to achieve what? To achieve duplet. Okay, duplet. Faham tak? Then di sini kan kita ada lone pair of electron. So ini chloride ion, lone pair of electron. So what will happen? The hydrogen ion will go and combine with the lone pair of this one, lone pair of ammonium and nitrogen, and they will form what ion? Ammonium ion. What type of bonding is this? We call dative bond. Dative bond. So di sini apa you ambil? You ambil satu ion sahaja, ammonium ion. Okay, you ambil ammonium ion. Okay, kenapa ammonium ion? So the hydrogen, saya ulang balik supaya you orang faham. Okay, ini nitrogen, ini ammonia. Okay, ammonia kan? Ammonia ada 2 extra electron. So hydrogen ion perlukan electron. It need 2 electron to achieve duplet. So what will happen? It will go and join with this one. Once dia join, okay, sudah bentuk NH4. Ambil charge ni letak. What is the name of this ion? Ammonium ion. What type of bonding present between these two? Dative bonding. So ini sudah join sini. Now no water, only these two product, two ion. So what product you will get? Ammonium chloride. No water. Siapa dapat jawapan betul ni? Tanya. Very good. Okay, please remember this one for any for chemical bonding also. Alright, so you only get one product, no water. Okay, okay, can okay, so must remember also neutralization. Okay, we do next one. Okay, I need to finish up this so I go very fast lah. Y'all can watch recording. Okay, acid sulfuric acid react with kenapa dua kali ya saya letak? Ayah. Okay. Okay. Ini kan reactive metal mana? Okay, ini saya tukar. This one I take reactive metal. Cannot be less reactive. It should be reactive metal. You will get hydrogen gas. So we take hydrochloric acid, reactive metal or more electropositive metal like magnesium. So you will get MgCl2 plus hydrogen gas. Balance 2 here. Ini semua you kena faham, kena buat. You already form 5. Okay, can Okay, next one, hydrochloric acid. Okay, copper 2 carbonate. Please memorize. Memorize, write down here. Copper 2 carbonate is a green color salt. Okay, tolong ingat Tolong ingat. You will get copper 2 chloride plus carbon dioxide plus water. 3 product. Acid plus metal carbonate, you will get water, salt, and carbon dioxide. Balance ini 2 right. Hydrogen 2 right. You just put 2 here. You already score 1 mark. Any question? Ini practice. Kalau I go very fast, you all later practice. Okay, acid plus metal oxide. I take different acid. Nitric acid react with copper 2 oxide. What product you guys will get? Okay, copper bracket nitrogen nitrate, sorry copper 2 nitrate plus water. Okay, ini kan how to balance the equation. Tak payah fikir banyak-banyak. Tengok ni, 2, this one 2 right. Okay, this one 2 right. So here 1 right. So you put 2. Nitrate, all thing you darab 2 right. All thing you sudah darab 2. So this question must memorize. Okay, can? Okay, acid base, this 4 type of reaction. Acid Now alkaline. Alkaline ini kita buat. Kita dah buat dah. Ini ramai tak tahu tau. Y'all must make sure remember. Okay, kalau keluar must remember. Alkali can react with acid. So we take one example, HCl react with one alkali. I take KOH. So what you guys will get? KCl plus H2O. Okay, dia punya method titration formula kena hafal. This year SPM titration confirm akan keluar. Okay, confirm. Okay, so kena buat lah. Okay, titration ada dalam buku. Minggu depan kita buat. Okay, ini kan kena hafal. Okay, I take one example here. Sodium hydroxide alkali. Ammonium salt NH4Cl. What product you guys will get? Take out the ion. Na positive, OH negative, NH4 positive Cl negative. Ini dengan ini join, you will get NaCl, salt. Okay, then padam. Padam eh? Okay, now this and this join. Okay, ammonium ion join with hydroxide ion. You tak boleh letak di sini, because this is still under alkali. Here unstable. The reactant usually unstable. The product usually should be stable. Okay, mostly should be stable. So if you put this wrong, so this product will rearrange itself to give you pungent smell gas. So here ammonia gas plus you will get H2O. So then you must put water. Tiga product. Any question? Any question? Okay, so ammonia gas will be released. Okay, can I? So this equation, you get three product. Okay, what is the smell of ammonia? Ammonia will produce pungent smell gas. Okay, can I? Okay, so the equation all finish. Okay, so equation tak boleh salah. Okay, so we move on to next part. Okay, can I? Next part. Okay, di sini lama tak keluar soalan. The role of water in showing acidicity. Lepas saya buat ni, I already do one question. Okay, we will discuss this question after this. Can I? So, ini lama tak keluar dalam exam. Tak pernah. 6 years tak pernah keluar. Okay, sorry, almost 5 years tak pernah keluar. Okay, so kita buat Okay, the role of water in showing acidicity. So you remember solvent got two, before you do, you remember this. Solvent got two. One is water. Water is known as universal solvent. Another one is known as organic solvent. Organic solvent. Pelarut organik ingat satu atau dua contohlah. CCl4, tetrachloromethane, benzene, benzene solution. Okay, one trichloroethane solution, propanone solution. You ambil ingat satu je cukup. Okay, acid love water. Okay, love water. Acid still dissolve in organic solvent, but do not ionize. Acid and alkali only ionize in the water. So here is acid ionize in water only. Ionize means what's a break? Okay, pecah. Okay, alkali also ionizes in water. They do not ionize in organic solvent. Okay, so when acid and alkali dissolve in it, okay, are dissolved in organic solvent, they dissolve methyl benzene, propanone, but they do not ionize. Okay, without ionization, no hydrogen ion, no hydroxide ion. Therefore, they do not show alkaline properties, acidic properties in organic solvent. Understand? Ini kena baca, kena hafal. Kena? Okay, any question? No question Okay, the salt nanti saya datang, saya pergi soalan ini. Kamu tengok. Okay, all of you, we discuss together. Okay, okay, this type of question. Okay, now you all go to page 4. Page 4 Okay, saya bagi 1 minit untuk kamu baca soalan ini. The table shows 4 types of particles present in dihydrogen chloride. Okay, dry hydrogen chloride in solvent L. Hydrogen chloride in solvent M. Pelarut M, pelarut L. Okay, kan? So di sini no hydrogen ion. They exist as what? They exist as molecules. Kan? Here got hydrogen ion. Hydrogen ion ada. That means the solvent L is called what? Water. Water. Okay, here is no hydrogen ion. This means the solvent M. Okay, don't put organic solvent. Name one organic solvent. You can name benzene, benzene solution, methyl benzene solution, propanone solution. Okay, macam ni. So you already scored 2 marks lah. Any question? So now they ask you to suggest solvent M, L and M. So macam mana nak suggest? You letak A, terus kepada answer. Jangan pergi goreng-goreng semua. Terus letak solvent. Solvent L is water. Okay, then I put here solvent M. Okay, oh, Diana sudah buat. Ini semua dari mana ni? Okay. Solvent L is ionizes in L is water ionizes to produce hydrogen ion, freely moving hydrogen ion and chloride ion. Okay, so very good. Well done. Okay, nanti kita buat Okay, so solvent L, they put what? They put benzene solvent. So you already scored 2 marks lah. Okay, next one. Explain your answer. Okay, so I explain why. Okay, 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 so I put here solvent L is water. Water, then I put in the presence. Okay, presence of water. Water, you put hydrogen, hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride ionizes to produce hydrogen, hydrogen ions. Okay, you already score another mark. Mark point number 3. Okay, point number 2, solvent M. Okay, is, here you dah bagi contoh kan? So di sini kamu tulis is organic solvent. Okay, organic solvent. Then you put here hydrogen, hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride do not ionize. Do not ionize. Okay, do not ionize or doesn't ionize, all that, whatever, do not ionize. Satu marker. They is no. What ion? Hydrogen ions to show acidic properties. Okay, so Diana, you write freely moving, right? Freely moving hydrogen ion, right? This is not suitable. Freely moving hydrogen is used to for the electrical conductivity. Di sini tak ada electrical conductivity. Okay? Okay, kan?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So you already score 4 marks for this question. Okay, saya dah score 4 marks kan, Tanya? Okay, you orang pun dah score kan? Okay. Okay, macam mana markah dia? This one, point 1, point 2. Then they put solvent, any L is water already given. In the presence of water, hydrogen chloride ionize, produce hydrogen ion, point 3. Okay, solvent M, you dah buktikan organic solvent. Okay, do not ionize satu markah, no hydrogen ion satu markah. So you already point 3. Any question? No question, eh? Okay, this question I do, next question you guys do, can Okay. Okay, next you see this. Okay, next question y'all do. Tengok siapa boleh buat. Okay, berapa minit saya bagi untuk ni 1 minit. Okay, untuk ni saya bagi 2 minit. So total 3 minutes. Okay, try to do. Then I discuss. But Diana already do, I check her answer. Diana, I check your answer. N equals to MV, oh, very good, 1 mark. Equation 1 mark. Siapa dah siap boleh angkat tangan. Inman can do Arvind done. Okay. Okay, you guys got 1 more minute. Yasmin done. Very good. Hey, y'all need to focus on what pH value you know. That is very important. Okay, then okay, we discuss together. So since most of you done, we discuss together. Okay, so they take magnesium, react with hydrogen chloride in solvent L. That means it's already turned into hydrochloric acid. So what is the name of this reaction? Di sini kalau ditanya what is the name of the reaction, jangan waste your marks. Neutralization. Okay, neutralization. So I take hydrochloric acid, react with other pelajar suka buat macam ni. Even Diana also do like this, right? Okay, apa you buat after you do erase this M, you make sure put capital M. Sebab magnesium M capital small g. Okay, then after that you all put what MgCl2 plus H2. Okay, balance H2 H2, Cl2, Cl2. So you already score your 2 marks. Okay, don't waste your marks on this part. Can Okay, then next step, what anchor given? And convert the anchor into number of mole. Very simple. This is volume. And this is what? This is not number of mole. Tengok betul-betul. This is called molarity. Molarity means what? Kepekatan, concentration. So MV is given. First step, N equal as MV over 1000. You no need to show the formula. So 0.1 times with volume is 250, right? Okay, volume 50 divide with 1000. So I take Diana's answer. Wait. Okay, so you all check. Okay, 0.005. Okay, no need to put unit. Tak perlu letak unit. If you want to put lah can. Okay, second step, they ask what? Okay, they ask you to calculate the volume of hydrogen gas. Okay, so use the equation. How to use the equation? This number of moles, siapa punya? Okay, you ask yourself, this is hydrogen chloride. See the equation, 2 mole. This is 2 mole. And they ask volume of hydrogen gas ini. So you compare from the equation, must compare. Kalau you tak suka compare betul-betul, you buat macam ni, 2 mole HCl dot double dot, here how many mole? 1 mole, okay, H2, 2 jadi 1, half lah. Okay, that means 0.005 mole HCl akan bagi berapa? Half lah, 2 jadi 1 half kan? So half of that is how much? 0.0025. So you put here 0.0025 mole H2. In the exam, pemeriksa akan check, ada tak you orang compare the ratio from equation and from the calculation. Once ada, 1 markah. Okay, and third step, they want the volume of hydrogen gas. If you want to find the volume of hydrogen gas, number of mole times with molar volume. Molar volume. Number of mole 0.0025. Molar volume already given in the question, which is 24. Okay, you can use 24. Ada tak soalan minta kamu tukar dalam cm power 3? No, right? So use this unit enough. Okay, so the answer you will get is what? 0.06. Then you use the unit of this. DM power 3. Unless ataupun if they ask you to find in CM power 3, just times 1000 lah. Okay, so siapa dapat jawapan macam ni? Tanya. Okay, very good. And this stoichiometric calculation will always comes out in the exam. Okay, Ken? Okay, that means you see the essay question 4, 2, 3. You already score all these marks. Okay, all of you understand? Understand, Okay, so we go for next part. Okay, I go for next part. Okay, so the definition of acid, definition of alkali, definition of base, properties, okay, equation, semua dah faham kan? Now we go for salt. Jangan takut dengan salt. Salt is very easy, no. Okay, salt, okay, when we have acid, okay, acid, this is acid, right? Acid depan hydrogen ion, belakang X ion. We have alkali. Alkali depan Y ion, belakang OH ion. Okay, can when they have salt, that means you take the depan punya alkali, join with the belakang punya acid X. This is salt. And salt is made up of what bonding is made up of ionic bonding. So if in the exam they ask what is mean by salt, salt is an ionic compound. Ionic compound form when hydrogen ion, okay, hydrogen ion from an acid is replaced by any metal ion or replaced by this ion. What ion? Ammonium ion. Okay, that is salt. Okay, sodium chloride KCl. Ada tak dalam ni hydrogen ion? Tak ada. Dia ada ion apa? Ion ini. Ada tak hydroxide ion? No hydroxide ion. Tak ada. Okay, that is salt. Okay, next, the solubility of salt. So, I don't know what is solubility of salt. If let's say you take a salt, you add in the water, you nampak it is what is a colorless solution or colored solution. There is no suspended particle. That means the salt is soluble. If you nampak bawah ini ada pepejal, this is called what? Precipitate, mixture of water, solution and solid. Precipitate, insoluble salt. This is called what? Insoluble, tak larut. You kena hafal, force yourself to memorize this. Only few months only, just memorize. Okay, can I? All K, N, triple N ions present in the salt. That salt is known as what? Soluble salt. Okay, potassium ion, sodium ion, ammonium ion, nitrate ion. If present, the salt is soluble. Just put soluble lah. Okay, if they ask KCl, soluble or not? See ada soluble. NaNO3, soluble or not? You see here, ada ni, soluble. Okay, so must memorize this. Any question? No question, eh? Okay, chloride salt. That means they take metal plus belakang ada chloride, right? For example, zinc chloride. Okay, magnesium chloride. Okay, sodium chloride belakang. That is called chloride salt. Semua larut kecuali Persatuan Agama Hindu. Only these three insoluble, and you can use this one for bromide, for iodide, because they are belongs to same group of the periodic table, halogen. Okay, can? Any question? All sulfate, SO4 2 negative. For example, copper 2 sulfate, magnesium sulfate, zinc sulfate, all these salt, right? Semua larut. Kecuali mana satu tak larut. Baca PB. Baca PB. Barium sulfate ataupun Persatuan Bahasa Cina. Only three insoluble. This one slightly soluble. Only this you must remember. Point A, point B. Okay, can? Okay, can eh? Okay, kalau ditanya metal sulfate. Which one insoluble? PB. Barium sulfate, calcium sulfate, lead 2 sulfate, insoluble. Tu je. Tiga. Okay, metal chloride 3, metal sulfate 3. So make sure remember. Okay, can? Okay, now which of the salt mostly insoluble? The salt that contain carbonate ion. Semua tak larut kecuali 3 saja larut. Okay, copper 2 carbonate soluble or insoluble? Insoluble. Calcium carbonate soluble or insoluble? Insoluble. Zinc carbonate larut tak? Tak larut. Okay, ada lagi tak? Okay, I take iron 2 carbonate. Larut tak? Tak larut. Semua tak larut. Except sodium, point number 1. Except point number 1. Okay, KNN. Sodium, potassium, ammonium larut. Yang lain tak larut. Even hydroxide ion. Why we use confirmatory test? Kenapa kita ambil confirmatory test? Kenapa kita drop few drops of sodium hydroxide? Why we drop? We don't want the sodium. We want this because hydroxide, when combined with most of the metal insoluble, they can form. You can see the precipitate form. Except 1, 2, 3. Ini 3 saja larut. Yang lain semua tak larut. Okay, if they ask calcium hydroxide, larut tak? Tak larut. If they ask zinc hydroxide, larut tak? Tak larut. Insoluble. Because mostly insoluble. Any question? Any question? No question. Nanti kita buat. Today I want you to memorize 2 salt. Confirmatory test. Okay, minggu depan 2. Minggu satu lagi 2. So you already memorize 6. Okay, can I? Okay, now. Okay, when this one, A, okay, remember, dipanaskan. Okay, when salt A, you take a salt A, it decomposes to give you B and C. This is called thermal decomposition, penguraian terma, decomposition. Okay, thermal decomposition. The salt is heated until they change the structure and produce a new product. Okay, new product. Okay, sorry, B and C. Okay, kan? Bila you nampak satu produk, dua produk, two product, please memorize this salt is metal carbonate. Okay, metal carbonate. Okay, metal carbonate will decompose to give you one product, two product. Any question? Dua product. Okay, can dua produk. Okay, and one more salt, kalau dia bagi A, okay, it decompose to give you B, C, and D. Tiga produk. One, two, and three. If there's three product after the decomposition, this is called metal nitrate salt. Very easy. Any question? Any question? No question, Okay, and you must memorize this, After you do this, Okay, must memorize. Write down this one. Copper to carbonate. It is known as what color stone? Crystal. Green. Okay, I take one example. Copper to carbonate. What metal present? Copper lah. Copper lah. Betul kan? Copper kan? Apa you buat? You padam ni. Padam copper. What is the formula of copper? Copper oxide, CuO. Then you take the carbon dioxide, put here, settle. You already score 1 mark. Any question? What is your observation? Copper, what color? Green color. Okay, green color. Copper 2 oxide. Ingat rambut color. Rambut kamu. What color? Is a black color powder. So the first observation, green turns to black. Okay, and here, what is the color of this gas? Carbon dioxide. It turns lime water what? Lime water cloudy. Ini kan. Okay, so dalam exam, dia bagi macam ni tau. Dalam exam, dia bagi macam mana. Ini semua dia padam. Dia bagi salt, salt P. Then ini dia letak, okay, metal oxide, solid Q. Dia letak macam ni. Solid Q. Dua solid. Ini pula dia padam, dia letak gas W. Gas W. And key point untuk kamu diberi adalah ini saja. Ini saja. That's why at the bottom here, when black color, you must memorize is a copper 2 oxide. Okay, macam mana nak jawab? Then they ask, what is salt P? What is solid Q? What is gas W? So you kena faham apa macam mana nak buat. You see here how many product? Two product. That means this is metal. So two product, right? Ini padam. This is metal carbonate. Okay. Then when you see here black color and gas W is what? Carbon dioxide. Okay, when you see black color, okay, you already know the metal. How to know the metal? See copper 2 oxide. So here the metal present is copper 2 oxide. Metal solid Q is copper 2 oxide. This one is copper 2 carbonate. Cara nak cari. Faham tak? All of you understand? Understand, Okay, understand, So make sure, remember, very easy this one. And cuba tengok past year question, langsung tak pernah ada soalan. And make sure, remember this year. Sebab tu saya letak. Ini dah keluar. Okay, copper 2 carbonate dah keluar. Okay, pernah keluar. Okay, but the three product belum pernah keluar. Okay, can Okay, now we go for this one. Please remember when 1, 2, 3, this is metal nitrate. And please memorize the company. This 4 oxide, magnesium oxide is white color. Okay, copper 2 oxide is a black color powder. Zinc oxide very special. Dia ada dua warna, odd yellow. Coal, it what color? It is white color. Okay, and one more PbO, lead to oxide. Odd is what color? Brown color. Coal is what color? Is a yellow color. Any question? No question, right? Okay, can I? Okay, we take one example. Cara nak buat. I take copper 2 nitrate. Copper 2 nitrate. Tak copper 2 nitrate lah. Kita ambil zinc. Okay, I take zinc nitrate. Okay, zinc nitrate. Heated. What is the metal present? Zinc, right? So kamu tukar ni dengan zinc je lah. So what is the product? Zinc oxide and nitrogen dioxide. What is the formula? NO2. And oxygen, what formula? Okay, 2. Okay, O2. Then bila you buat equation ni, what your guys do ya, padam ini semua, bagi ruang untuk balance the equation. So this one, zinc oxide, you balance. Then you bagi ruang nitrogen dioxide, bagi ruang oxygen. Understand? And now, y'all can memorize a lot of things. Hey, all of you understand? Y'all focusing? Focusing, right? Madhuri, okay? Zara, okay?
Okay, sir.
Zara, Anna, okay? Boleh ikut dengan saya kan? Okay? Okay, can I? Okay, so you already do this, right? Okay, can. Okay, can I? Okay, sekarang cara nak balancekan equation. How to balance the equation? If you feel, saya dah ajar last year, form 4, when you feel very stressed, lot of thing, very difficult to balance, what you guys do here, the in front of the first product, you put 2. Letak 2. Letak 2 macam ni. Okay, letak 2. Okay, dah letak 2 kan? Okay, now zinc 2, you letak 2 di sini. Zinc 2. Okay, macam ni je. Okay, can I? This is known as abundant element. Dia wujud sendiri tau. Dia tak join dengan sesiapa. So, ini jangan balance. Okay, abundant element jangan balance. Now you balance the nitrogen. How to balance the nitrogen? Very simple, you know. You all see ya, nitrogen 2 times 2. Total berapa? 4. So nitrogen put 4. That's all. You need to do this only. The oxygen, it is abundant element. Dia tak join dengan siapa-siapa kan. So jangan balance. It balance itself. Sir, saya tak faham apa you ajar. Ini zinc 2, zinc 2. Sudah balance. Okay, kan? Nitrogen berapa? Nitrogen 2 times 2, 4. Nitrogen sudah 4. Okay, sudah balance. Okay, oxygen berapa? 6 times 2, 12. Okay, 6 darab 2, 12 kan? See here, we got 2. Here got 8, so already 10. 10 plus 2, 12 is already balanced. That's all. Any question? Any question? No question, eh? No question, eh? Okay, now I want you to remember 2 confirmatory tests. Okay, can I? Confirmatory test, 2 ion. Okay, first ion, very famous ion. Okay, zinc ion. Okay, zinc ion, when you add, okay, remember this solution. Okay, tengok di sini ada cation ion. When you add, what things, first thing you have to add? You have to add sodium hydroxide. Few drops of sodium hydroxide. When you already add few drops of sodium hydroxide, shake well the so many test tube. When you see white precipitate, white precipitate is formed, 5 ion, CAMPZ, camps. Okay, what are the ion? Calcium ion, aluminium ion, magnesium ion, lead 2 ion, zinc ion. You punya level, you can, kalau you rasa macam susah nafal, you all must memorize the confirmatory test for this ion and this ion only. Okay, can these 2 ion, the atas punya 3 buang tong sampah. Okay, now we do the test, confirmatory test for the zinc ion. We will do 2 times, you know. Okay, if you want to do the confirmatory test for zinc ion, ada dalam buku saya. First step, you take a test tube, you pour 2 cm power 3 of the solution that contains zinc ion. 2 cm power 3 saja. Then you do what? You add drop by drop. Kena tulis macam ni. Drop by drop. Drop by drop sodium hydroxide. You can put concentrated sodium hydroxide. Okay. First procedure, pour 2 cm power 3 of zinc solution into zinc ion solution into a test tube. Add drop by drop sodium hydroxide, tambah sikit until excess of sodium hydroxide. Satu markah. Okay, and point number 3, shake. Shake well the test tube. Okay, shake well the test tube. When you add drop by drop, apa akan terbentuk? White precipitate. White precipitate is formed. Satu markah. 1 markah. When you add excess, the white precipitate. White precipitate, okay, dissolve, or you can put soluble in excess. Excess of sodium hydroxide. Finish. You already score 5 marks. Okay, saya bagi tahu macam mana nak buat Afi question ni confirmatory test First point procedure, add 2 cm power 3 of zinc ion solution into a test tube. 1 markah. Okay, second point, ini add drop by drop sodium hydroxide until excess of sodium hydroxide. You already score second mark. Okay, third mark, okay, third point, shake well the test tube. You already score your third point. Okay, your fourth point, white precipitate is formed. Fourth point. Okay, and white precipitate will do what? Dia akan disappear. Bila you tambah excess, mula-mula you nampak white color precipitate. Bila you keep on adding, you can see the white color precipitate will disappear and it form colorless solution. The white color precipitate soluble in excess of sodium hydroxide. This is the confirmatory test for zinc ion. Okay, can understand? Sudah hafal? Sudah hafal Okay. Ada dalam buku kita buat kali kedua. Ulangan kali kedua. Okay. Now we do this. Okay, we do this Kita buat ni. Then saya bagi pH value kalau ada masa. Kalau tak ada, we can do on Wednesday. Okay, can Okay, look at this question. Your page 7. Okay. You go and see all the past year question. Okay, trial paper question. Okay, this year salt macam ni lah. Can Okay, we do Okay, so we do together. All of you ready? Ready Okay, so they put here garam R, okay, solid T, okay, gas, colorless gas Q, brown gas P. Okay, so you see here very simple. This is A, arrow, you get B, C, plus D. How many product you dapat? 3 product, right? When you get 3 product, what you guys do here? This is called metal nitrate. Metal nitrate. And this is what? Metal oxide. I don't know what is metal oxide. Okay, brown color gas, nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide. Oxygen is colorless gas. So that means ini dua dah dapat markah dah. You already score 2 marks, you know. Okay, so you put here A, okay, 1. Okay, so you put here solid T, I don't know. Okay, but gas Q, I know. Gas Q is what? Oxygen gas. You already score 1 mark. Okay, then gas P, I know already. NO2. You, let's say you tak tahu formula, tak tahu tuliskan. You tulis macam ni simbol diterima dalam exam. Okay, this year diterima. So nitrogen dioxide. I want to find solid T, metal oxide, right? I don't know. You tengok dalam soalan mesti ada diberi. Tengok. Ya, yeah, mesti solid T, when odd yellow. Okay, so kamu tulis di ni. Apabila panas, odd is what color? Yellow. Okay, when white, it turn into what? It turn, sorry, when cold, it turn white. Okay, apabila sejuk, cold, okay, ini yellow kan? It turn white. So what is this? Metal oxide. Which metal oxide? Tak tahulah sir. Macam mana? Ni, buat. Mana? Okay, tengok. Odd yellow, cold white. So this is called zinc oxide. So you put here, go to here, this question, kalau saya buat soalan ni. Okay, this one is known as what metal oxide? Zinc oxide. So here you put lah, ZNO. You already score your 3 marks. Any question? Any question? They didn't ask you to nani. Ayo, patut saya tu minta kamu buat equation semua. Okay, the next question they will ask you to do the chemical equation, all that. Okay, katakan dalam exam they ask what is salt R in SPM. Salt R, take the zinc, put here. So salt R is what? Zinc nitrate lah. That's all. Okay, then in the exam they ask you to do the equation SPM. Okay, they letak B2. They ask you to do the equation. Do the equation zinc nitrate, arrow, you get zinc oxide. Okay, plus nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen. Sir, how to balance this equation? I don't know how to balance. If you feel stressed to balance, put 2 here. Okay, now zinc 2, zinc 2. All right. Okay, which element is abundant element? This is abundant element, right? Tak payah balance. It will balance itself. Okay, next, I balance nitrogen. You all smart student, please remember 2 times 2, 4. So just put 4 lah. Okay, you already scored 2 marks for this. Any question? Any question? No question, eh? Okay, now they ask what question? Tengok. Okay, can tengok soalan dia. Berapa markah diberi? If I do this. Okay, as a chemistry student, describe how you can verify cation ion. Cation ion means what? Positive ion. Anion, okay, negative ion that present in salt R. Salt R is what? Salt R ini kan, apa dia punya salt R? So salt R, zinc nitrate. In zinc nitrate, okay, zinc nitrate contain, what is the cation ion present? The cation ion present, zinc ion. What is the anion present? Anion present is nitrate ion. Ini 5 markah, ini 5 markah. Total 10 marks. I don't want to waste my time doing other question. I do this and go back. Ni. Okay, can I? So, how to do this question? So, we do question. Okay, let's say this is question number 3 lah. Okay, how to do this question? Okay, I do it like this. Okay, kamu tengok saya buat Okay, so I put here zinc, okay, nitrate. Zinc nitrate, first point, contains Zn2 positive ions and nitrate, nitrate ion. Ini tak ada markah, tapi I will guide my pemeriksa lah, kan? Okay, so I put the first step like this, Zn2 positive. Letak macam ni je. Tak ada markah masalah. Okay, I want to describe the confirmatory test. Okay, procedure, first procedure. Tuangkan 2 cm power 3 of zinc nitrate solution into a test tube. So I put here pour 2 cm power 3 of zinc nitrate. You want to do the formula also can, zinc nitrate solution. Solution into a test tube. Mesti test tube. Boiling tube semua salah. Okay, you already score 1 mark. After that, you do what? Add drop. Drop by drop. What solution? Drop by drop sodium. Sodium hydroxide. Hydroxide solution. Okay, then until excess. Excess of sodium hydroxide. Hydroxide solution. You guys already score 1 mark. Any question? Any question? No question, Okay, point number 3. You already add right. Shake. Shake well the test tube. You already score markah ketiga. Okay, point number 4. You boleh tulis observe the, record the observation pun boleh. Atau terus tulis dia punya jawapan. A white precipitate. White precipitate is formed. 1 mark. Okay, next point, the white precipitate. Precipitate, soluble, larut, soluble in excess. Excess of sodium. Sodium hydroxide. Any question? Any question? No question. Okay, so you dah score 5 markah. 5 markah. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, now what I do, I want to describe the nitrate ion. Okay, so sekarang kamu dah faham soalan ni Zinc lama tak keluar, kalau zinc ion keluar, inilah confirmatory test. Okay, nitrate ion, very special ion, you know. This one, very special, last year Kelantan paper keluar, MRSM paper keluar. Okay, you go and check the last year passing question, keluar. Okay, this is what test? Brown ring test. Brown ring test. Hey, all of you okay? Okay, kena. Okay. Dari tadi saya je buat, you orang tak buat. Nanti lepas ni saya bagi Okay, all okay Okay, brown ring test macam mana nak buat? Okay, kamu tengok. Kita buat hafal je benda ni. Okay. First step, you tuangkan 2 cm power 3. Jangan lebih tau. Because the height of test tube is until 10 cm only. So you cannot add more. And some more you want to test the chemical substance right. Just need the little amount enough. Okay, 2 cm power 3 of zinc nitrate solution into a test tube. You kena tuangkan 3 larutan sahaja. 3 larutan, kena hafal. Number 1, add, okay, 2 cm power 3. Okay, ingat 2 cm power 3 of iron 2 sulfate solution ataupun you add 2 cm power 3 of concentrated or no need concentrated, sorry add 2 cm power 3 of dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, followed by, just tuliskan dalam satu perkataan, diikuti, followed by 2 cm power 3 of concentrated iron 2 sulfate solution. Okay, iron 2 sulfate solution. Ini kena hafal. Okay, nah? Okay, next point, you do what? Add 3 drops. Drops of concentrated sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid mesti ada perkataan ni, carefully, without shaking the test tube. Apa you akan nampak at the middle of the solution, you can see brown color ring form. That's all. Okay, you already score 5 marks for this. Okay, copy down this in your notes. Okay, cara nak uraikan, first, okay, add 2 cm power 3 of zinc nitrate solution into a test tube. Point 1. Okay, then next point, add 2 cm power 3 of dilute sulfuric acid followed by 2 cm power 3 of concentrated iron 2 sulfate solution. Okay, you already score point number 2. Point number 3, add 3 drops of concentrated, 3 titis saja tau. Concentrated sulfuric acid carefully. Cukup. Okay, a brown ring will form at the middle of the solution, tengah-tengah larutan. So confirm the presence of what ion? Nitrate ion. Settle. Any question? No question Okay, so ini dah salin, kita buat yang ni. Okay, you already score 5 marks, right? Now y'all do what? Y'all do the nitrate ion. Nitrate ion. Okay, saya tuliskan procedure number 1. Procedure number 1, pour 2 cm power 3. You boleh guna symbol. Okay, boleh guna symbol. Zinc nitrate solution, okay, into a test tube. You already score 1 mark. Okay, point number 2, you put here add 2 cm power 3 of dilute. Dilute H2SO4, dilute sulfuric acid. Then you tulis diikuti followed by 2 cm power 3 of concentrated, pekat, concentrated iron 2 sulfate solution. So can we use the formula? Can. Okay, tahun lepas dibenarkan. So boleh guna. Okay, like this Okay, point number 3. Point number 3. You put what? Add 3 titis, drops of concentrated sulfuric acid. Put this word carefully. Kalau you ada masa, you tulis without shaking the test tube. Okay, you already score point number 3. Okay, point number 4. Point number 4, a brown ring will, okay, form at the middle of the solution. So what will happen if I didn't put the brown ring at the middle of the solution? You letak brown ring will form, sudah dapat markah. Then why you put answer? I want perfect answer. I want my students to answer perfect marks. Okay, kan? So kenapa 4 point? Kenapa 5 markah? Okay, ini point 1. Okay, ini point 2. Concentrated iron, iron 2 sulfate solution, point 3. Carefully, point 4. This one, point 5. You guys already scored 10 marks. Any question? Any question? Okay, this one all in the book, you know. In the book, last year you get the book, right? Semua ada di sini. Okay, ini kamu buat sendiri. I go for last point. Ini kita akan buat minggu depan. Okay, kita buat ni. Okay. This one tolong hafal. I do one example before we wrap up the session. Okay. pH value. Okay, pH yang sangat senang tau, pH value. pH ni, the calculation for what hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. Okay, kena hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. The concentration of hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. Kalau dia bagi macam ni sodium hydroxide, here we have one hydroxide ion. Kalau dia bagi calcium hydroxide, the concentration of hydroxide ion dua kali tau. Because it has two hydroxide ion. Understand? You must memorize this. So what I don't understand. Okay, later. Okay, acidic solution. If you want to find the pH value, okay, pH value definition, tolong ikat include definition ni. Logarithmic measure of concentration of hydrogen ion in the aqueous solution. Okay, kita ada kena hafal berapa formula? Formula ada di sini. Kalau dibagi acidic solution, HCl, you want to find the pH value, negative log concentration of hydrogen ion. If they ask you to find the concentration of hydrogen ion, you do what? You take the concentration of hydrogen ion. Okay, lepas tu kamu letak 10, the pH value will be given in the question. Negative, what is the pH value? Katakan pH value 2, okay, kamu letak negative 2. So you will get 0.01 mole DM negative 3. Contohlah. Okay, macam tu je. Okay, very easy. Okay, number 2. Okay, nanti kita buat soalan. Okay, number 2 Okay, number 2. If they give you alkaline solution KOH, first step you find the POH because alkali, right? POH concentration log, negative log concentration of hydroxide ion. If you want to find the concentration of hydroxide ion, you take the concentration of hydroxide ion, you letak negative POH will be given in the question. And you must memorize the pH range. Range 1 to 14, pH plus POH equal as 14. Semua formula ni kena hafal, baru kamu buat jawab soalan. Okay, kita buat satu soalan. Kena? Okay, I got 8 minutes. I will do 2 questions. Okay, the rest you all do. Okay, so the pH value ini adalah hydrochloric acid. Okay, hydrochloric acid. Kena? Okay, with concentration 0.5 mole DM negative 3, hydrochloric acid contain one hydrogen ion, monoprotic acid, right? So ini tak payah darab. Okay, so they ask you to find the pH value. pH negative log concentration of hydrogen ion. Negative log, what is the concentration of hydroxide ion? Okay, macam ni kan? So calculator answer. Anyone can give me the answer? I use this formula. Anyone? Arvind, what is the answer? Yasmin, answer?
So 3.01.
Okay, 3.01. And make sure no unit. Thank you very much, Yasmin. Yasmin. Okay, now we do next one. Okay, next one. Determine the molarity. What is the unit for molarity? Mole DM negative 3. Molarity means what? They want the concentration. Here they give you what? They give you acid. That means they want the concentration of hydrogen ion. So which formula you have to use? This formula lah. Okay, second formula lah. So how to use this lah, sir? I don't know how to use. The concentration of hydrogen ion, you put 10 negative pH value. What is the pH value given here? 2.0, right? So negative 2.0. I'll calculate the answer 0.01 or 0.01. 0.01 unit mole DM negative 3. Understand or not? Can? All of you can? Okay. Okay. So I give you 1 minute to answer this question. Arvind, my question correct? Answer correct? 0.01. If 10 negative 1 is 0.1. Oh, if 10 negative 2 is 0.01. Okay, correct lah.
Sorry, sir. Did you call my name? I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
I
The
didn't hear what
answer
you said.
correct. The answer correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The second one, question number 5. Siapa dah buat? Angkat tangan. Oh, Arwin dah already. Okay, lagi 2. Weh, siapa ni? Oh, 3 orang. Okay, Yasmin also already do. Okay, we do together. Okay. Okay, first step, which formula you have to use? Jangan tengok ini. Tengok ini. Okay, NaOH is called what? Is called alkali. When they ask alkali and the concentration already given, right? So, apa formula you kena guna? Ini semua saya padam. Okay, padam. You have to use this formula. Okay, this formula. So first step, what you guys do here, you put POH negative log concentration of hydroxide ion. What is the concentration of hydroxide ion is given here. Okay, negative log concentration 0.01. Calculator answer. Anyone can give me the answer?
2, sir.
2 Okay,
Yeah.
2.0. Okay, now what you do, you jangan letak macam ni tau. Okay, you go and see the question. They want pH, they don't want POH. So what you all go do, you go to the range, take this one. This one. Okay, you put here. So what is the range is given? pH plus POH equivalent to 14. So they want the pH, right? What is the POH value? 2.0 equivalent to 14. So they want the pH value, right? 14 minus 2, it will be 12.0. No unit. Any question? Okay, we do the last question, then we wrap up the session. Okay, last one. Today got cricket training. Siapa nak tunjuk cara kerja? Yasmin, you want to show?
Can, sir.
Can. You just put the answer in the Teams also can. Or you can WhatsApp to me also. Is this correct? Okay. Sorry, I cannot join. Okay, Yasmin already do. I check the answer. Hey, Joel. Joel Mom, can you please add him? Who's Joel?
Cricket boy, sir.
Oh, okay,
He also,
okay.
I think, Form 3.
Okay. Siapa dah dapat jawapan ni? Angkat tangan. Diana dapat. Okay. Okay, 2% dapat already. Okay. Yasmin, you want to show the answer? Madhuri dapat.
Yes, sir.
You want to present your screen also can?
How do I say this? I'll try send it to you on WhatsApp first.
Okay, can. Amirul, what is the concentration of calcium hydroxide? Anyone?
Sir, you should ask Raif, sir.
Raif. Oh, VI boy. Raif. Yalah, I should call him lah. Kesian lah, dia mesti merajuk. Saya tak panggil dia. Raif. Hello, Raif. Dia sudah left lah. Hey, what is the concentration of hydroxide ni? Calcium hydroxide? Very good boy. Okay, very good. Waiting for the Yasmin's answer. Okay, Yasmin already sent the answer. I check. Okay, very good, Yasmin. Okay, this is not Yasmin's answer. This one different one. Okay, I show it to you. Wait. Okay, we check the answer given by this student. Ini siapa tak tahu. Siapa punya student tak tahu. Kita just tengok lah. Take a look. Okay, we do together. Okay, she do like this. Okay, so pelajar ni dia buat macam ni. Kita tengok. Okay, so here I just mark can okay, no worries. Here you all can do mistake. In the exam, you all cannot no need to do. POH wrong. Okay, so ini tak dapat ni macam ni. Okay, remember the first thing I say what? Okay, first thing before we start, the pH value is refers to the concentration of hydroxide ion or concentration of hydrogen ion. Okay, so here dalam sini, okay, first point, okay, apa you kena buat? Okay, so you all take the concentration of CaOH2 is 0.2 mole dm negative 3. We want what? The concentration of hydroxide ion. It's okay. Well done. The student do. Okay. In calcium hydroxide, we have how many hydroxide ion? We have one hydroxide. We have two hydroxide. That means what you have to do? 2 times 0.2, which is 0.4 mole dm negative 3. We have two two hydroxide ion, dua hydroxide ion. Saya tengok balik dia ada buat tak? Okay, tak ada. Okay, so 0.4 mole dm negative 3. Must make sure remember this can Okay, and after that the ni pH value kan. Ini jangan tengok dulu. This is what? This is POH. So the rest she can do the formula all. That means very good lah. So negative log concentration of hydroxide ion. So in the formula, they ask the concentration of hydroxide ion, not the calcium hydroxide. So next you put here negative log. What is the concentration of hydroxide ion? You take this 0.4. Don't take 0.2. Now give me the answer. Anyone? What is the answer?
0.398, sir.
Okay, 0.398. You already got this right. Okay, now you go and see what they ask. They ask pH. That means here pH plus POH equivalent to berapa? 14. Okay, so here you put here pH plus POH is what? 0.398 equivalent to 40. pH is how much? 14 minus 0.398. Calculator, find the answer. Anyone?
Sir, 13.602.
Okay, 13.602. Okay, 02, right? Okay, 13.60 lah. We make it 2 decimal point. Okay, any question, guys? Okay, remember, okay, can I
Sir.
calculation? Yeah.
How many significant figures? How many decimal places?
pH value 2 decimal point. So if you see here 2
Okay,
decimal point, this one also, this one is round value, right? You can put 2 decimal point or 1 decimal point. If more than 3, make sure ni. Okay, so you all understand
Okay, yes, sir.
ni, right? Okay, soalan ini kan. Okay, soalan ini kan lama tak pernah. Ini I design myself. Okay, shell, I just give you key point. Next Saturday we do calcium carbonate, here hydrochloric acid. Okay, so acid plus metal carbonate, this gas is carbon dioxide. So identify substance P. Substance P, mana kan? Mana substance P? Okay, shell, so substance P is calcium carbonate lah. Substance Q, where is substance Q? The product. What is the product? Calcium chloride. Okay, calcium chloride soluble or insoluble, tanya daripada diri kamu nanti. Okay, then guess. Okay, ni. Okay, write the balance equation. There's one more stoichiometric calculation. You do lah. After finish this, kamu tengok ni. Dia akan suruh kamu cari strong acid and weak acid. This question is for strong acid and weak acid. Tadi kita buat roll, right? Now the strength of the acid. Okay, try to do this question, 5 marks. Okay, ini semua sudah buat. Okay, dah buat kan? After that, use my module to do this, titration. In the titration, ada kan? Titration calculation. Then, dilution calculation. M1 V1 sama dengan M2 V2. Okay, sudah buat, that means you are ready for your exam. Okay, so that's all for today. Next Saturday, we will do alloy. Okay, we will finish up this question. We will do alloy, we will do composite material, and I will continue with the rate of reaction. That means I already finished 80% of Form 4 revision. Okay, then any question, just bagi tahu saya lah, kena later. Okay, so that's all for today. Kita jumpa on next Saturday. Take care, bye semua.
Bye, sir.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
bye,
you, sir.
bye,
Thank you,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
bye, bye,
Bye,
bye,
sir.
Thank you, sir.
bye, bye. Faris, okay? Raif, okay?